Thank you so much, Mr. Leon Chen. Let's give him a round of applause first. Okay, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's move on to the next session, which is innovation stories. For all participants, if you have any questions, please write it down in the Q&A feature on Zoom for all participants online. And for participant offline, you can write it down first on your notebook, or you can type it down on your phones. And later, we will have a Q&A session, so be ready. Okay, we will have Mr. Ronald Molenaar as the Indonesia Country Manager of Advance.AI to share his innovation story with the title, Journey of the Unicorn in Fintech Industry. Interesting, isn't it? So before we invite Mr. Ronald, let's watch this video.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Selamat siang. I know this is quite a tough time spot, just after lunch. So I hope you had your coffee or tea, and I'll not make it very complicated in my presentation today. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Advance, who is a unicorn now in Singapore after starting to operate in 2016. So I'll just want to share with you the story, how we started, what we've achieved in Indonesia, and what our plans are for the near future. So maybe before I start my presentation, maybe let me introduce myself. My name is Ronald. I'm originally from Holland, but I've been in Indonesia for the last 12 years. So actually, saya bisa bicara bahasa Indonesia, but we'll do it in English today. I've been working in technology space over those 12 years, focusing on FSI, financial service industry. And it's very exciting to see what has been happening, especially over the last few years. Before, everybody was talking about digital transformation, but actually, nothing happened. And then COVID struck, and then it really happened. And for us as a company, Advance, it has really triggered an immense growth for our company, and that's why I would like to share this story with you today. So actually, Advance started as a company in Singapore in 2016 in a small co-working space. The lady here is one of the co-founders, and until today, we still remain our office there, although the space has, of course, has grown. So from day one, actually, Advance realized that Indonesia is a very potential market for the company. And therefore, since day one, there was a big focus on Indonesia. So big focus means that in terms of product, we realized that if we want to be successful in Indonesia, we have to localize our solution. A solution which works in Thailand will not work in Indonesia. So there was a lot of focus from day one on localizing the product. The second one is that in terms of the team, we built a large team in Indonesia from day one. So currently, we have about 50 people in Jakarta, all local people, except for myself then. So in 2017, we got our first customer in Indonesia, which, as you can see here, was Gojek. They implemented our KYC solution. So actually, what do we do actually as Advance? So if you want to summarize it in one sentence, we reduce friction and risk management during onboarding and transactions. So we take you through the digital lending journey. You can see identifiability. So we talk about face tag, face compare, face search, liveness detection. We talk about OCR, OCR KTP, and PWP password, and ID verification in terms of government database, Dukcapil, as well as some others. And then we talk about contactability. So we talk about phone verification. We talk about address verification. We talk about email verification. And then next is we talk about credibility, very important. Mobile behavior, day-to-day behavior like social media behavior, e-commerce behavior, and then financial behavior. So we have like a number of scoring, anti-money laundering, AML. We have telco scores. So we have a number of alternative credit scoring solutions as well. For the future, we're looking at open banking APIs and know your business instead of just knowing your customer. So we've been focusing on these solutions over the last 5 years in Indonesia. And we've been able, up until today, in Indonesia, we have about 250 customers. From very small startups until large banks. We've put a few here. We've got, for example, Bank Jago, CMB Niaga, Permata, Danamon, some of the other banks. E-commerce, Tokopedia, Bukalapak, our customers. Digital lending is actually our sweet spot. So I would say more than half of the pinjol, P2P lending, would be using our solution for onboarding the customers. Payments, we work with OVO, Gojek I mentioned. Multi-finance is another important market for us, like Astra Finance, FIF, WOM, BFI Finance. They also are our customers. And then there's some others. Lately, we see a lot of traction in crypto companies and stock trading companies. So Indodex is one of our customers. Nanovest is one of our larger customers. So you see a wide range of customers in the FSI space. So on a larger scale, Advance is part of the Advanced Intelligence Group. And we have a few business lines. Today we're talking about Advance.AI. But in Indonesia, we also have our sister company, Credit Pintar, the P2P lending company, as well as Atomi, the buy now, pay later. I'm sure the ladies will use that a lot. So we see a lot of growth, especially in the buy now, pay later space. So we also have Genie, which is a merchant aggregator platform, which was recently set up. So that is overall, that is part of the Advanced Intelligence Group of companies, which is operating in Indonesia now. So last September, we reached a milestone. We got our Series D. We got $400 million funding from key investors like SoftBank and Northstar. And that money will be used to grow the business to other countries. But most importantly, a large sum will go into the research and development for products for Indonesia. So we have a large team now, also a local team doing research and development, and we'll continue to invest in our solutions. And of course, as you would imagine, from day one, Alibaba Cloud has been our partner for the Indonesia market. We don't work with any other providers because we have, since day one, we have got a very good relationship with Alibaba Cloud. So until today, this relationship is very, very fruitful for both our companies. We are expanding also. So Indonesia is the main market for Advance at the moment. But we're expanding now to Latin America, which is a big market. And also Australia is a new market. But we've already been operating in Southeast Asia. And just to give you a, on the part of the business, how it looks is that at the moment, on a daily basis, we're talking about 4 million API calls, which we're handling. And a large portion of that is coming from the Indonesian market. So Indonesia is really the most important market for Advance at the moment. So what are we doing now in Indonesia? I mentioned before already, so we're focusing on eKYC, both from an AI perspective as well as data products. And we continue to work with a lot of partners for this on the data. We have our one-stop platform, which is a new, what it says, one-stop platform. So you can use only one platform, and we give you all the services needed for the entire end-to-end journey. We have video KYC. We see a lot of interest in video KYC, especially in banks. For example, Bank Jago, Bank MNC are using this for video KYC for their services very successfully. And KYB, Know Your Business. We've recently launched a new solution by focusing on KYB. In terms of industry focus, of course, digital banks are one of our main targets. For example, Alo Bank is one of our new customers. Fintechs will still be an important part of our business, especially the P2P lending companies. As I mentioned earlier, crypto and invested brokerage, like I mentioned, Indodex, Nanovest, and some others are our customers as well. So that's an important focus for us. As well as lately, we see a lot of interest in coming from the insurance industry. So there will be a new focus for this year for us. And with that, I would like to end my presentation today. If you have any questions later on, please feel free to ask. I hope you have got a bit of an understanding of Advance. Maybe summarizing, we started in Singapore in one room. We saw the potential of the Indonesian market, so we really went all out. I think the key factors were here, the product, which was localized, and the local people, which we hired from day one to make sure that, we had a big presence in Indonesia. We were able to quick respond to any questions from our customers. And I think we have been very successful. We've seen immense growth since COVID, and even this year also, we're very optimistic. Our business will grow even further. And I'd like to thank Alibaba also for the opportunity to work together with us and making our journey in Indonesia successful. With that, I would like to say thank you, selamat siang, and thank you for your attention.